Colby Chaos Covington. Dude, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
When's the last time you were at a diner like this?
Man, last time I was in a diner like this, I honestly, I can't even remember.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's been
like
so
this.
long.
You know what I love? Like you walk into a diner, bro. Like when I was young, we'd get messed up. We'd come here to eat. You forget what year it is, bro. Everybody's old, and I love that. Like when it comes to like waitresses and everything, this is like just America, bro. Like this isn't advancing. There's no technology. This is it, bro. This is it, bro. So let me ask you a question. When you cheat, because I know you eat clean. The majority. I mean, you're freaking always. You have to be in shape.
Yeah.
When you do cheat, what's your home in boxers, wife beater stains? What's your go-to? I'm eating this and I don't care.
Yeah, I think just like a traditional cheat meal in America, like a burger and fries.
That's it. You don't go crazy.
I don't go crazy. Yeah.
Everything on it.
Everything on it, you know.
Do you do so the grass-fed, grass-finished? I didn't know what the hell any of that meant, bro.
Yeah.
I would just, if somebody put meat in front of me, I would eat it. Are you at that level where you're like, it has to be here. It has to be like you know the Colby. I don't know if you guys know this. Those Colby cows, those expensive cows, bro. They massage them. They give them beer. They play classical music. I don't know what's more messed up: just shooting them to shoot them, or like giving them false hope. Like, yo, you're good. Are you there, Cole? Does it matter to you?
It doesn't matter, but I do like a good quality of beef, you know, because you see all the beef these days. Some of them are just terrible quality and they don't taste good. So I do enjoy like a good high quality Angus burger.
Oh man, what's up?
It's a lot harder for undercard Kobe to eat like that though than main card Kobe though, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It's expensive to eat like that.
Well,
Yes.
and I'm happy you brought that up. So Cole, when you're in it and you're cutting the weight, I've watched how many of these, the UFC, was it Unleashed or Behind the Scenes? You know, I've seen all of them where you have to drop all that weight. You guys look like you're about to faint. So from that night to the fight, how once you start eating now because you made the weight, how fast does your body? Do you come back 100% ready to go?
Nah, not 100%.
That's what I'm. Isn't that crazy though?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's you know, it's part of the sport. You know, it's what we signed up for. You know, you got to make the weight class like a professional and go out there and do your job. But you definitely probably only, you know, get back 60-70% of your strength because, you know, you're depleting your body of, you know, important minerals, you know, important, you know, aspects of your diet like carbs and salt. You know, salt is what keeps you hydrated and keeps you, you know, being able to function at a high level. But, you know, you have to deplete your body and to make the weight, and you know, that's the fighter's life.
And doesn't that kind of, and I 100%, I respect the hell of it. That kind of takes away from the fight that we're going to see. Because if you're like at 60, bro, and 70, I understand the weight class has to be the weight class, but you got to give the guy at least 2 days, bro. Because and by the way, you guys are amazing. And that's 60-70%. Could you imagine?
I can't even send me emails because I'm so hungry. All right? Yo, like this.
That's so
fighting.
Oh, I don't know how. I mean, there's no other way. Like, how would you fix it to where they're not going to be exhausted, bro? That's kind of, you're cutting. That's insane, bro.
Yeah, they've tried to implement a bunch of different new rehydration clause where you can't be like over 5% of your body weight that you're cutting before the fight, and they're trying to say you have to like be within this certain threshold. But fighters are always going to look for every advantage to feel like they're the bigger guy, like they're the weight bully on fight night because they feel like that's the biggest edge, is to be the bigger, stronger guy.
You always found yourself in that like no man's land because your division is the one where you gotta, it's 70 to 85, right? So you have to, it's like the biggest gap in between where you gotta decide, do I want to really suck weight and be super depleted, or I want to fight heavier? Where you're fighting a guy 85 is usually walking around like 210.
Oh,
so they're like
bigger than
dudes,
that.
Bigger than that.
Yeah.
Alex Pereira was walking around like 230.
That's
He's cutting to 185.
185?
Yeah, he's cutting 50
pounds?
45 pounds.
Bro, that's a midget.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
You're cutting a midget.
That's my leg. That's my left leg and my middle leg.
And everything in between. But
Exactly.
So when's the if I don't think you're gonna remember. If you don't remember the last time you were at a diner, when's the last time you went into McDonald's and had a Big Mac?
Oh, fuck.
Seriously, bro.
In high school 20 years ago.
Holy mo! And bro, we were talking about this the other day, Colby. I think the president, Donald Trump, he eats Big Macs and he's shameless. He doesn't give a damn. Bro, Big Mac, and you know what I respect? He sticks with it to where if athletes or college champions come to the White House, he doesn't give them steak. He's like, bro, Big Mac, sodas, because this is what I eat. I honestly think, like with an alcoholic, I was just talking to my cousin's wife who's a nurse, and she goes, when it comes to alcoholism, if you're a real alcoholic, you can't stop cold turkey, you'll die. I think right now, because he eats Big Macs, if he stops, we're gonna lose him.
I
Like
agree.
he gotta keep whatever's making him orange and the way that he is. I think the chemicals in the Big Mac gave us. No, I'm dead serious.
And the 10 Diet Cokes a day.
Bro, Diet Cokes all day. I mean, like, I know he's taking aspirin for his heart and stuff, and that's why he has a little discoloration on his hands. But, Colby, I want to, first of all, I know we did the funny stuff, but I have to congratulate you. I saw you on the Real American Freestyle debut, rock Luke Holt.
Yeah.
Freaking won, clean fashion. Besides me, I came out of the blue. Why do you think it's taken so long? I want to know how did it happen? Because, dude, that's wrestling like that, Greek, Roman, gladiators, they all did that. Why? First of all, please tell me about the experience, and then why did it take so long for it to now finally go mainstream with Fox Nation picking it up?
Yeah, so, wrestling's the oldest sport, known to man. So it's one of the oldest, greatest sports. It's just never had a good platform or a good audience behind it, because they haven't had a push. They haven't had a backing. So, to be on Fox News Nation now is huge. And the reason it's there is because the late, great Hulk Hogan and the inventor of Real American Freestyle, a guy named Chad Bronstein. And Chad has pretty much taken this thing to the next level. He's went out there and found, a couple big hedge funds, a big private equity company that, is invested in this league. And now they're all in. They want to give these wrestlers an opportunity, a platform to make a good living for themselves. Because when I was in high school and college, when there was wrestling around, it was like there was no option. There was no next level after college.
Exactly.
It was either you go to the Olympics and you go compete for a hot dog and a handshake,
Yeah.
or, you go to the UFC, or you go find a regular job, in the real world. But now that they have Real American Freestyle, if they would have had this back then when I was in high school and college, I would have never went to the UFC because I would have just committed to this full time.
Bro, that's your thing, bro. When I saw it, bro, I couldn't believe it. And then because you went to the actual event, right?
Yeah, we got to go on behalf of ET Sports, got to chop it up with Kobe a little bit afterwards.
Right.
And what was super cool about it is we were backstage, and the names and faces I was seeing that I didn't expect, dudes like Kurt Angle, Eric Bischoff, we saw Chael was there, and it was super cool because it felt a little more like you guys were going for some of that entertainment value that I think regular, like, Olympic style wrestling, they usually don't.
Monique, my love. Kobe, you know what you want?
Hello. Yeah, how are you? Good.
She's from upstate New York. She doesn't play games. So.
Oh, yeah? Okay. All right. We'll get straight to the business then.
You want something to drink?
Yeah, can I start with apple juice? And then can I get the Ultimate Club?
I'm not gonna lie to you, the apple juice made me like.
Can I do, is there a side salad?
You can add a side salad. We have veggies if you like.
It's okay, I'll just do the sandwich. Yeah, thank you.
I'm having HotCakes because I have to. I'm gonna do that. The Moonlight 222 will have some HotCakes over medium, bacon, and the sausage links. That's how I roll. Yeah.
What would you like?
I think I'll do the chorizo tot bowl.
Chorizo. You went Latino?
I'm married to
So
it.
oh, yeah, exactly.
Married to it.
I'm gonna have what he's having. I want to like a champ.
Yeah, eat like a champion, bro. They're gonna go home and fight,
All
bro.
right, forget about it.
Just a sandwich.
I'm weak.
Get the fries.
Alrighty, daddy.
Thank you so much, love. So, question: when it comes to the RAF, is that they call it RAF?
RAF. Real American Freestyle.
What is it in competition? I don't think it is personally. Does you think UFC, Dana White, all these guys are going to consider it a competition, or is it going to be a place where when the person is kind of waiting for a fight, they can go fight in the RAF, get their freaking work out that muscle like off season, so to speak? Do you think is it like what's the relationship with UFC and RAF?
Yeah, the relationship is pretty good. I was surprised that they let me compete, UFC and RAF and represent them and do whatever I want to do in that league without having any conflict of interest. The good thing is that RAF is a wrestling league, so it's a completely separate entity than UFC. UFC is fighting. You're getting locked in a cage in your underwear and you're going out there to kill the person. Wrestling, it's more of a combat sport, what the gladiators, like you said, did, in the Colosseum, and the Greeks did in the Olympics. And this is an Olympic level sport, and it's one of the main aspects of mixed martial arts, but it's no competition to UFC because they're completely different sports. So luckily the UFC is allowing us to compete in RAF, and I want to build this league up into a mainstream sport. People are sick of having all these woke garbage thrown in their face, and all these protests and all these athletes trying to stand out. Real American Freestyle is a league that's gonna give these guys an opportunity and a platform to talk about what they want to talk about, but they're gonna talk about real American principles.
I freaking love that, bro. And then what's so cool? Two questions: the age range. 'Cause I mean, bro, it's not a blood gouging, punching in the face. Is there an age limit for it? And are they gonna have like championship weight classes and first place, like the champion, the belt holder? Is it gonna be like that?
Yeah, they have
sick.
champions in each division, and Similar weight divisions to the wrestling. I'm not sure the exact ones, but they start from 120 and they go all the way up to heavyweight, which is 265.
Sick.
And yeah, I mean, in wrestling, generally, like, usually 40, 41, 42 is probably the ending of your career and you don't want to keep competing. I mean, we have a guy young as like 19 or no, he's actually still in high school. He's 17. This kid, Bo Bissett, and he's in the league right now for Real American Freestyle. It's nasty.
Nasty.
Number one in America right now. One of the top guys in the world right now. So he'll represent USA in the Olympics.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, he's one of the faces of our league. So we have guys that are as young as high schoolers in the league, and then all the way up into professionals like myself that are in their mid-30s, trying to chase that dream to show that we're still one of the best in the world.
Dude, that's so sick. That's so awesome.
You know what I thought too is you guys have so many like household names yourself. Luke was there. Who else was there? Bo Nickel was there. Guys like you will get in there with one of these younger guys and kind of make a name for themselves, and that's probably one of the hardest things to do in your sport is to kind of get yourself initially on that platform, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So you guys give them the rub, man.
Yeah, and you know, big shout out to the late great Hulk Hogan. You know, he's the one, you know, that started this vision along with Chad Bronstein, and you know, they had this vision that, you know, they wanted to bring the entertainment aspect into real American wrestling, non-scripted, you know, just like Eric Bischoff says, and you know, they want to give these guys a chance to entertain and show that wrestling is a sport that people want to see. So, you know, they're bringing the little theatrics with it, and the production is insane. I don't know if you saw my walkout. I walked out with Brantley Gilbert.
I saw it, bro.
Sick walkout.
And imagine me not even know what's going on, and then I knew afterwards that he was there. I go, wait a minute. How did it just came under the radar, bro? But
how didn't we get invited?
That's another situation that we're going to talk about afterwards.
Yeah.
We're available. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but that's, I mean, I'm so freaking happy because, dude, it's another avenue. It's another sport. Because, bro, think about it. I'm not saying we're bored with everything else, but we needed something. Like I always tell this guy, we need another meat to eat. Like I'm tired of chicken, fish, and steak. I'm like, I'm going to start eating iguanas. Now that with sports, this is like another avenue, which I think is freaking awesome. And I'm so, dude, I'm so happy for you that now there's another avenue. For UFC, do you have a timeline for when to go back? Where are you at?
Yeah, I've been negotiating with the UFC for the White House card. You know,
Let's go.
You know, that's the one that I want. I told them, like, this is important to my legacy and important to my career. This would be the biggest fight I've ever had, is to fight on the South Lawn in front of the president would be the greatest honor of my career. So we're in negotiations right now.
Bro, I'm so happy. Okay, so June 14th, it's the president's 80th, but this is later on in my notes. I got to go to it because you went to it. 80th birthday. America's 250th birthday. Do you know how gangster? Can we just talk for 2 seconds? How gangster it is. Trump has gone to how many UFC fights? It's 100?
Yeah.
Maybe more?
Not 100.
How gangster it is to just be like, I want it outside the house. Like, just on the South Lawn, fight. Like, I can't imagine, bro, like how gangster it is. Imagine just fighting about this. You know the snipers, because there's snipers everywhere, are going to be distracted watching you guys. And then,
yeah.
So, I mean, how, like, Hope, you mentioned it, but how amazing. I pray that you get that. I mean, dude, of all people, I remember when you freaking won your fight. Who'd you win the fight when the president called?
Oh, yeah, when I beat Tyrone Woodley.
Tyrone Woodley.
Yeah.
And bro, he doesn't just call random people, bro. That moment, that's awesome. So so negotiation meaning, there's no final card. They haven't picked the people.
No, they haven't designed the card yet. Dana said he's going to start, putting it together this week or next week. We're still about 4 or 5 months out from it. It's in the middle of June, like you said, so we're in early February right now, so we still got about 4 or 5 months to go.
It's a sick card because it's one of those where everybody's asking him to get on it. Like, usually he's got to call people and try to get them on it.
Of course.
I mean, everybody you could want on this card is asking, let me get on it, let me get on it. Anybody you're thinking of?
Yeah, I mean, I really like the fight with Paddy Pimblett. He had shown interest that he might want to come up a weight class to welterweight. He's cutting a lot of weight to get to 155. The kid weighs like 200. He looks like shit.
Yeah.
Even the doctors told him, they're like, dude, your organs are going to fail if you keep cutting to lightweight. Yeah. Like, he's pretty much telling him, like, you need to go up a weight class. So I love that fight. Plus, it's a fight where it's an American versus, a British guy. I don't want to fight an American guy on the American card of the 250th birthday of America.
Can we be real? Best press conferences ever? Can we
Yeah.
just watching these two guys go at it?
I think it'd be funny. You go to a press conference, then Trump just walks by and goes, "I love this guy." It's like, President, Mr. President, can you just get out? Because he's gonna make it about himself. I mean, it's the President of the United States, bro. But no, I think that would be freaking fantastic. So, Cole, I want to shift because I've seen you on mad interviews. I don't think anybody's really asked questions like about your childhood growing up. So I read that you didn't grow up with money, just like me. I don't know, Omerto.
I'm sorry.
Chris, Umberto's family's like from Dubai and stuff like that. Chris,
Got
you
that
grew
trust
up
fund?
Modest, man.
modest, yeah.
Bedroom
So
apartment.
I know your mom worked multiple jobs to you know, I read that you were running to the gym, you know, sprinting to the gym. She had like 3 jobs at one time.
Yep.
Looking back, like what did growing up poor teach you that money could never teach you? Like what'd you learn in those moments of hustling and grinding and seeing what your mom did? What did that teach you compared to right now where money can't?
Yeah, I think just to put the values on the quality things in life, like family, relationships, friendships, and you know that money was just a tool. You know, I didn't look at money like, oh, I needed to have it or it mattered. You know, I just looked at money like, you know, it's just a tool to get you where you want to get in life. So, you know, I'm thankful that my mom had the journey she had. You know, she was working as a house cleaner, she was working as the mail lady, and then she worked at a nuclear power plant. So she called me. My nickname that she gave me when I was a kid, Nuki Berry, because she worked at the nuclear power plant.
Oh, wow.
And that was one of her 3 jobs. And you know, it just taught me about hard work. And if you want anything in life, you can work for it and you can believe in it. And you know, nothing's given in life; you have to earn it. So
Wow.
she just
And
taught me how to
was
earn
she
it.
like so fighting early on? Did you know early and she was just supportive? She's like, go do it. Was she on like when did you know? Because it was high school. High school, obviously, you're wrestling.
I would say like freshman year of high school, I knew. Like when I was a little kid, she put me in wrestling and karate, and like I love those combat sports, and those are 2 of the main components of mixed martial arts. But it took me until I was like in high school when I was getting bullied. People were always trying to pick on me because I had some accolades in wrestling, so they wanted to challenge me. They thought I was, you know, the guy that they wanted to go after. So, you know, I got in a lot of street fights, and I came home one day, and my mom's like, if you want to fucking fight, Colby, go fight for money and be a professional athlete, be a professional fighter. I was like,
Okay.
it clicked in my head. I was like, oh, okay, Mom, you're right. And I never got in another street fight ever since that day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, from that little piece of advice.
From that little piece of advice, my freshman year in high school. Never fought ever again.
What was the moment, Cole, what's the moment? Because I remember mine when I was like, okay, I have hands. I'm not, obviously, not professional.
Yeah.
What was that moment where you're like, oh, okay, I got this? Was it a wrestling match? Was it a street fight where you're like, oh, this is easy?
Yeah, it was a street fight, honestly. This kid squared up with me, and he kept like picking on me, antagonizing me, trying to get me to fight him. And I stepped up, and I was just like, all right, let's do it. And I just stepped up, and I threw one jab right at his nose. He's like, oh, and he started running away. And I was like, yeah, I can fight. You know,
That
I got
moment
some
where you're
power.
like, this is fantastic. Mom, money.
But a dude who jabs in a street fight is like, you don't want to mess with a guy like that.
Oh, no.
If he's throwing
Yeah.
jabs in a street
Yeah.
fight, you know
Yeah.
he's been down this road.
They're doing
I'm
the,
just throwing haymakers.
oh, yeah. If you hear the, like he's breathing with the punch, it's bad.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta say something though, and I mean this in the best way. Tell me if you understand what I mean. Colby fights like a kid who was poor, and I say that like lovingly, like you're heavy pressure dude, always coming forward, like just relentless with the cardio. You fight like I would imagine a poor kid fights. Like this is everything to me. This has to be like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a guy who had everything growing up. That's how you come. I mean, Usman, the jaw thing, dude, just to be able to keep going with it.
Yeah.
Like a rich kid doesn't have that. You get
Yeah.
your jaw broken in the second round. Can you
Exactly.
go
Well, yeah,
3 more, or
that's
you're all swole up?
That's a great
Yeah.
point, because I mean, I don't. Are there any really rich people on UFC? Or I don't think that there really is, right?
Started off
Not really.
rich.
Yeah.
Is that in the Matt? Is that bothering you guys?
No, it's fine.
Okay, this is freaking.
As long as it doesn't fall.
As long as it doesn't hit Colby, like we're good.
Being held up. He'll hit it back.
So Colby, you have a younger sister and an older sister. So
Yep.
besides you fighting on your own and doing all that, like, were you like the protector fighting? Like, did you get into fights to protect these two? How old? What's the distance from your youngest to the oldest?
So my younger sister is 10 years younger than me, and then my older sister is 6 years older than me. So honestly, I wasn't able to probably beat my sister up till I was like a sophomore in high school. So middle school, she was like in the living room holding me down, doing like nuggies and stuff, and just annoying me and just beating me up, and I couldn't do anything because she was bigger, and then there was just nothing I could do about it. So I wasn't able to protect them until, you know, I was in high school.
Did you have to fight for him? Did you ever have to fight for him?
I never had to fight for him, you know. I never had to fight for
But
him.
they knew. But I'm saying, but once you were in high school and once you're wrestling, then I'm pretty sure the word is like, yo, that Covington, that guy's a freaking maniac. He jabbed somebody in the street yesterday.
We all
That's
have
true.
sisters here, right?
Oh yeah, you have how many sisters
I
you
got a
have?
sister and I got an 8-week-old little girl, and that's what I'm
Oh,
thinking about.
it's a whole
already.
different
Like,
story.
What?
Well, can I be honest with you? So my sister, we grew up, born in Yonkers. We were raised in New Britain, Connecticut. And I remember my father gave us the talk, because we're Middle Eastern, Kobe. And he was like, your job is to protect her. And the first boyfriend that I ever saw come to the house, he was outside, we're on the 3rd floor. I had a gun that my cousin gave me. By the way, my mom's gonna hear this. She's never heard this. And I just flashed his gun, and the kid was like, what the, like, your brother got a gun. Never showed up at the house again. But you want to talk about strict? My mother and father never let my sister date. I had to take my sister to her senior prom.
No.
Did you imagine that? Yeah.
Wow.
Like, you want to talk about like bullying, making fun of us, embarrassment, and we had to take like the prom photos. I'm gonna show you afterwards. It's just me like.
You didn't put the arm around her?
No, actually, the next question we go because dude, it was so embarrassing because then people were like asking like, so who's the? And I would turn around, they're like, this is disgusting. This is gross. Like you guys are brother and sister. What? So brother, yours is older or younger?
She's 2 years younger.
Did you fight for her? Did you ever? All the time.
My birthday, she invited her boyfriend. Walks in.
Yeah.
He started getting a little handsy. Called him. I was like, hey, it's my birthday. It's my house. My rules.
Yeah.
You know, give her 1 feet. If not, we're gonna get in trouble. I ended up throwing him in a dumpster outside the house.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Drinking everything outside the dumpster. But I don't know. Like the thing is, like, I mean, as a guy, you know what you're up to.
Of course.
That's what it is. You have it in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because I know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what that, like, you're a dude, especially in that age, bro. High school, it's over, bro.
It's over.
Now I'm tired. I want to wake up to take a nap. Like, I'm tired already. But moving on. So we mentioned earlier, you wrestled in Oregon. That's like college-wise, that's the spot for wrestling. It's out of all the states. Is Oregon considered number one?
Not number one, but it's a good state. But I would say number one is like Pennsylvania, and then like the Midwest, like Iowa, Nebraska, places like that, where it's cold and they have nothing else to do but
They just
wrestle.
start beating the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
And your father wrestled in Oregon as well?
Yeah, he grew up in Alaska. He wrestled in Alaska through his high school years, won a couple state titles, then went to college in Oregon to wrestle, and then tried to do the Olympic circuit and make the Olympic team, but he always fell short. He was always like, in the top 20, but never like number
nasty,
one.
Bro. So it's kind of in your blood.
Oh yeah, it's in my blood.
Did your father ever train with you? But then also I want to know, did you guys ever like get into like a real like, all right, Dad, we're going at it?
Oh, all the time.
Oh, please, I want to know like because I'm gonna tell you mine after. But how bad? Because I know if you're a fighter and he's a freaking nasty fighter, it's beef all the time.
Beef all the time. It took me until my senior year until I could actually like handle my dad. But before that, junior, sophomore, freshman, and before, he used to just pick on me and just bully me and just beat me up. But it was good for me. It's what I needed. I needed to get taken down and shown that your mouth can't cash checks. That you're not willing to write. So.
But I'm talking about one Colby where you got your ass whooped, but you came back and you won, and that was a moment where he was like, okay. Did it ever happen?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the ass whoop, but I know you're thinking about it. Yeah. I'm talking about one where your dad was like, damn, he's good. Damn, Colby. Ever one of those?
Yeah, my senior year for sure.
That was it.
Yeah, I picked him up one time in a double leg and I slammed him, and he just like, he got up with his eyes just like, what the. Did you just like grow into man strength overnight?
Like he tipped his head? Like, okay, this is the moment where I'm not like, it's one of those, like, all right, bro.
There's the pass into the guard.
Yeah, man to man.
It's gotta be a nightmare for a dad, right? The first time Tiger Woods' kid beats him.
Oh,
yeah.
And he's already talking crap to him. He's doing interviews right now where Tiger's son is talking shit. But I think, go ahead.
Oh, he's a great trash talker.
Oh, no, I love him. Look who your dad is. Your dad's the best of the best. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. The fact that we talked about bullying, me and him talking about this, I think there needs to be, with all the softness in men, because I think, bro, manhood, masculinity is on the decline. If a girl heard us talking right now about this, they'd be like, oh, man, even some guys. I think there should be a nationwide, I think, like you said, bullying is not overly insane bullying, like beating people to death. But I mean, I think it kind of adds a little bit of character. I think it adds there should be a national bully, go out, do it again, because I think bro, all the biggest names, all the Clooneys, all the actors, all the athletes, everybody got bullied and they overcame, they became who they became.
You're right. 100%.
Right?
Yeah.
So should there be like a day, like a national, just go give a couple of wedgies, just grab a kid that normally you wouldn't do it to, it's gonna help. You know what I mean?
I'm getting purge vibes from you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though, because
24 hours where you can just go do anything you want.
Yeah, but just not overly nuts, just a couple of wedgies, a couple of nuggies.
No.
I know you think so.
The thing is that men-on-men relations are so complicated, especially growing up. You need to get checked.
100%.
You need to get whooped.
Yeah.
You know
that's
what I mean?
That's the majority of all the people that are causing all the problems right now in the world government, they've never been punched in the mouth.
You
I
see
talk
that,
a lot of
yeah.
crap. The majority, Colby,
Yeah.
they've never been punched in the mouth. And I always ask myself, has this guy ever scrapped? Like the way that you're talking reckless, you've never been. My nose has been broken 3 times, bro. And I learned, like, it's almost like a reaction where you're gonna vomit. I'm about to talk, and I'm like, I don't want to break it again.
Yeah.
I don't want to be sitting in urgent care, just bleeding, my bones sticking out of my nose. I got sucker punched.
If you get punched in the face, it puts a cap on how much shit you can talk.
Yeah, because you know it's coming. So, Colby, you're a professional fighter. Is it illegal for you to get into a street fight right now? If you get into a fight,
Yeah, these are registered deadly weapons.
you actually have to register as.
They used to make you do it like when I was coming out of high school and college, but they've kind of like leaned back on that and they don't really do it as much anymore. But like I remember when I first came out of high school and college, they were like, hey, make sure you register your hands with the police because, you know, once you become a professional fighter and you're trained with them, these become deadly weapons.
Are you serious? Like,
Yeah.
So register meaning like, so in the database they go, yo, Colby Covington, something happened. Oh, you're.
Do you get a serial number?
Yeah. Like, come on, hey, officer.
I think it's just like knuckle prints, you know? You put the knuckle
Yo,
prints.
you get pulled over, you're like, officer,
Yeah.
before anything happens,
They
I just
used
want
to
you
do
to know,
it
turn the car. Like, just give me your hands. Well, these are more than just hands. So what? So okay, question though, if somebody suckers you, and you come out of it, and you doesn't do nothing, and you hit him, and you knock him out and kill him, you get in trouble?
I mean, that's a tough one, you know? That's going to depend
man.
on what kind of judge and jury you
Oh
get that
my
day.
God, but I mean, yeah, because they hit you.
Yeah,
they hit you first.
I know, but it's never like that, you know?
And the sucky thing is, you guys are targets because so many guys use
Yeah.
out and they say,
Oh,
I try.
yeah.
If I take him, it's
All the time.
it's a check on my belt.
Yeah, I'll go to, like-
So that sucks.
I'll go to like sporting events and people are trying to like get a reaction out of me and they want me to come and hit them because they're like, if he hits me, then they know they're going to sue me for everything I have.
We saw that with DK Metcalf on the football
Yeah.
field like a
Yeah.
month ago.
Yeah,
right?
the
That
crazy
one
guy.
kid who comes to the games every year.
Yep.
He's been reported before, and DK gave him like a piss off, and it wound up being like a huge thing. He lost like millions of dollars.
Yeah,
Oh,
they won.
yeah.
They didn't want to give him his.
No, he's
his
getting sued for $60 million right now.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
60.
$60 million, his whole contract. Yeah.
But usually with you guys, more times than not, guys talk crazy online, but they see you in person and they kind of love you, right?
Is that, yeah, for sure. All the people that talk shit online, I see them in person. They're like, "Oh, can I get a picture with you?"
Yeah, of course.
So Cole, I want to shift to content creators turning fighters. I've been dying to find out like what you think. Like Jake Paul, Logan Paul. I think personally, because it started with Logan, correct? When
Yeah.
he was fighting.
Yeah.
I think this is me. I used to watch Mike Tyson. It used to be an event. My dad we never went on vacations, bro. We never did nothing fun family. We watched New York Giants games. My mom didn't even know what the hell was going on, but we came together. Mike Tyson fights. Bro, even though we knew Kobe was going to end in the first round, it was still like an event. We got to see it. I think these guys delegitimize the fighting world in that sense, bro. And I hate when people go like this, oh, you just hate and they're making money. No, I go make your money, but you're taking away from the sport. Roy Jones and all these fights. What's your take on it? Do you think they're never gonna cross over to where you're at? They're never gonna UFC it. What do you think about these guys and all these freaking content guys starting to fight?
Yeah, I think you're completely right. It delegitimizes the sport. You know, it's a traveling circus, horse and pony show. You know, these guys are trying to sell themselves as fighters, throw a couple fake clips out there. Like Logan used to do all the time in the day. He'd be going with like real fighters, and they would just do like a clip angle where he hits the guy, and it makes it look like he's knocking the guy out like a legit fighter. And so all the fans online would go crazy, like all his little YouTube followers, because that's all the Pauls are, is they're little YouTube stars. You know, that's how they got their following, through YouTube and Disney, and so they got people to believe that they were really fighters, and it takes away from the real fighters that put it all on the line and, you know, have built themselves from nothing, versus guys that have just been given everything and they get these big paychecks just because they have a big following.
Yeah, it drives me crazy, bro. I can't like when I saw him fight Mike Tyson, bro. I felt, and I get it, bro. Good, he's making the money, but do you really? And to me, it looked like it was almost as if they were like, hey, listen, just don't. Like for Mike, because I think Mike could have knocked his head off.
100%.
You feel me? Like
I was there, yeah.
Oh, cool. So
He was like biting his gloves, like he was like, fuck.
Oh, he wanted-
He was holding back. He wanted to go crazy. Like,
And he probably would. And at one point, I remember him saying, like, take it easy, champ. I don't know if it
yes,
was
he
Floyd.
did. No, he did. Yeah, he said, take it easy. Yeah.
Because if he hits him, Cole, I don't care if
he
he's
knocks
60,
him out,
bro.
he loses his money.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I want to get this on record. Is this a never? Like maybe 10, 20 years down the line, content creator comes up and go like, hey, what's up? 100 mil, 150 mil. Will you take the fight?
Nah.
Never.
That's what I respect.
Yeah, it's not about the money for me anymore. It's about legacy and like, doing right by the sport and the founding fighters that came before me, and that's to make a mockery of the sport just for a big paycheck.
No, I understand. I believe the same thing. But
Yeah.
money talks sometimes.
Yeah, but
right?
I could say the same thing about when somebody told me, they're like, would you take the vaccine? This is a year ago. If I gave you $100 million, would you have taken the vaccine?
No.
And I swear to you, as my witness, absolutely not.
Yeah.
There's not enough money, like he said, principles, first of all, my health.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like from the beginning, there's a line that you have to say no, go. Because think about it. Everything that you've worked for, who knows where he keeps going. And then all of a sudden, like, bro, you a Vine guy? You fought a Vine guy?
What I'm trying to say is not only on the content creator, the fighter has a lot to do with it. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like it's 50-50.
Yeah,
They're
but-
both fighting. You know what I mean?
No, of course, but
So,
like,
principles.
yeah, no, 100%. But I mean, Floyd fought Connor, which Connor has hands, but I mean, really, bro? Like, really, you think Floyd win 100% to really? No, bro. No, and it was and it just, to me, it takes away from it, bro. It's like, leave the fight, leave it up, because now it's like who's he gonna find out? By the way, he fought what? Who did he fight that broke his jaw? Anthony
Joshua.
Anthony. This is what happens, bro. You want to talk about he fought a real fight? Wait, he lost to Tyson Fury's
Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy Fury.
Yeah.
Good fighter. Okay fighter. Anthony Joshua showed him, bro, one punch, broken jaw, could have killed him.
Yeah.
Like, bro, he damaged it.
Oh, yeah.
Horrible.
Double
it
broke.
Was
Broke
double,
it in
bro,
two
different places.
Yeah.
And how easy, Colby, how easy that could have been, bro. Thank you so much, love. Your life. That's your life, and you're dead.
Yeah.
That's it, bro. So I think it's a slippery slope, bro. And I don't think. Do you think any of it will ever turn into one of them will have the audacity to go to UFC or even RAF?
No
Ever?
chance. Ever.
Ever?
Maybe RAF. I think that's enticing. Some of these guys have some wrestling backgrounds, so Real American Freestyle is that great platform for them to come let it out and compete against some of the best. But UFC, no chance. These guys are limited fighters. They do the limited fighting with the 10-ounce gloves in boxing. They don't want to come fight with 4-ounce gloves against killers that are not just punching their elbow and their knee and their wrestling, their jiu-jitsuing. So I don't think any of them will ever cross over to UFC.
I don't think so. You think so?
No.
Oh, I don't think. No, there's no way,
They're
bro.
made, they're made different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's like I said, that's a whole different beast, bro. Because like you said, it's I'm trying to kill you, you're trying to kill me. That's a whole different story. Do you guys mind if we pray really quick before you
Yeah,
get to the question?
absolutely,
Dear Lord, thank you for the food we're about to eat and the hands that make it. Thank you, Lord, for having Colby come here and be safe. God bless him on his journey with his new fighting at the RAF and hopefully at the White House on June 14th. And all the people out there that don't have nothing to eat, Lord, today, give them something and get them through the day. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
All right, so you were going to say something, Chris?
Oh no, I was curious about now because I think the part that would piss you guys off is that like this generation now who all they know Tyron Woodley or Anderson Silva for is like what they're seeing get beat down by content creators. As a guy who fought Woodley before, like does that still piss you off? Are you guys cool like that now? Like that's what a generation think of Tyron Woodley. He's the guy who got knocked out by the Paul brother, right?
That's all I remember. I remember him in the UFC, but
Yeah.
man.
It's only. I mean, I don't know. I don't like the guy just because he went to our press conference. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. He has no intelligent thoughts in his head. So I could care less about the guy, but I don't know. He went out there and got his bag. He did his thing. I mean, it looked like he took a dive because like the first fight was very competitive. He knocked down Jake and knocked him out of the ring, and it was like a split decision. But the second one, it was like Jake went like this and he dropped his hand and he KO'd him. So
it did look a little.
Look
If I have to be
sus.
honest with you, it did look a little sus.
Yeah.
It looked pretty sus. But dude, think about it. At that point, it's like, and by the way, Logan Paul's doing WWE, whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
You're an act. That's fine.
perfect.
That's perfect because
Yeah.
you're pretending to be a fighter. It's a soap opera. Yeah, it's athletic and you're getting body slam and stuff. Good power to you. Again, I guarantee you, Kobe, guarantee you people are going to see this. Oh, y'all hating. No, I'm not. I'm a guy for sport. That's how, like, as a comedian, when I would see these TikToker guys come up and be like, I'm a comedian now. You just went on stage once. You have any idea how many years I've been doing this and busting my butt and getting up in these rooms and bombing and horrible dealing with, brother, I was doing stand-up in LA and I do a Trump joke that was kind of funny. The owner's like, you can't do that. I'm like, wait, what? Like, oh yeah, because it was about Trump. So it's like all this shit, all this struggle, and what, you just go up there because you were on a Vine video or a TikTok video and now you're that guy? I think it's just stay in your lane and do that, but I think it's been tainted. It's all like, when's the last big boxing match? I can't even remember.
Can't remember.
Can you even tell me one?
No.
Any? Do you? When's the last good big fight? I mean, Jake Paul getting his jaw broken was the last thing that I even remember about boxing.
Maybe Fury Wilder, right?
Yeah.
Might have been like
And I don't know, when the hell was that? When was that?
Years ago, yeah.
Guys, I'm on a diet, so I'm not trying to. So just don't judge.
I just want to go back like a
Go
minute
ahead.
when you were talking about Logan Paul, and just because, dude, you're like one of those special ones with the gift of gab, dude. You talk Logan Paul going WWE. Does
Yeah.
Colby Covington ever go WWE? Come on, Colby.
Yeah, there's definitely a possibility, especially because they're under the same umbrella, as the
Yeah,
UFC now.
for sure.
The TKO brand, Ari Emanuel owns both of them under the umbrella, so there's a possibility. It intrigues me. It intrigues me because it's something different, and it's something that is going to be a challenge for me to work on the in-ring wrestling and all that stuff. It'd be fun. I like challenging myself and doing things that people think aren't possible. So, and obviously I love getting on a stage and entertaining people.
Would you change your name? Would you wear a mask? Would you be like the Nacho Libre guys? Could you imagine Colby like Luchador Covington? Would you stay Chaos? You'd probably stay Chaos.
Whatever they want. Sometimes they change the name, they change your image and everything. So whatever they would want, I'm open to it. But I'd want to be the American guy,
Yeah, dude, it would have to be Kurt Angle's your manager.
Yeah.
Coming out. That'd be so sick.
That'd be so sick.
All right, let's do that.
Well, I'm happy you bring that up, Colby. So you're known as the villain, and I think it's a self-made thing, bro. Which I love it because that's who you are. It's like the brand. You're Chaos. You bring it, and they know that that's how you are, and that's who you are. How hard is it, like, basically, differentiating that for like the world to understand? Like that's the persona that you're doing. You're a great dude, bro. I know you you're a great dude. You're freaking anybody that's ever trained you or fought with you or people in your life that I know. Nobody's ever said anything negative. How hard is it to like differentiate? Because people don't know. Once they see the TV, bro, they see you find they're like, oh, that guy's a jerk. You're an a-hole, and that's it. That's set in their head. How hard is it to like walk that line and then come back and be like, hey, listen, that's not who I am. That's my persona. Because I guarantee you see people out, they hate you.
Yeah.
They don't know nothing about you. They just see what they see on TV. How hard is that to go back and forth with?
I wouldn't say it's hard. I think it just made me realize like how shallow a lot of people are. Like if you're willing to judge me for what I do for business and how I'm trying to create a life for myself and for my family, then that's your own problem. That's not mine. I realize that everybody has a different opinion, and most of the time opinions are like assholes and they all stink. So, I don't really care what people think of me anymore. I'm just going to be myself, be authentic. And the people that are closest to me, they know who I am. They know the person that I am deep down inside, and I'm not going to try and convince anybody else.
I love it. What were you gonna say something?
I was wondering, are you a ketchup or mustard guy?
Ketchup or mustard? I'm a ketchup guy.
Here you go.
Oh, appreciate it. Is this one of those like joke
No.
ketchups that you get it out and it just
Joke.
squirts out?
I'm not suicidal.
It explodes.
You joking around with this guy.
Are you a ranch like mayonnaise? I know some people, bro. My cousin sees mayonnaise, he'll gag and he'll throw up. He can't even look at ranch or mayonnaise or anything. I'm a ranch, like, bro. Even if it's a steak, I'm in a restaurant, Kobe, and it's $80 steak. I ask for ranch, and I'm not joking. God bless you. They always go like this. They always go, sir, the steak is good by itself. I go, get me the damn ranch. I don't care if it's Hidden Valley. Have somebody go. I just have to have ranch with it. Are you a ranch? Are you a?
I like ranch on some things, but I'm not like a crazy ranch enthusiast like that.
Is there something that you can't live without? Is there like a sauce that you're like, bro, if they don't have that, I'm not eating there?
I mean, it's different for every meal. I love barbecue sauce on a lot of meats. I love mayonnaise on sandwiches, but no, not too much. I'm not like married to any of the sauces.
Okay. So I prayed obviously before the meal.
Appreciate it.
Anytime, bro. So I want to. When it comes to faith, Colby, is it a big part of your life? Because I read that you were raised in a Christian home. I don't know how. Like, by the way, I went to church, Colby. I would sit there as a kid. I had no idea what was going on. We would get mad because we had to sit at 7 a.m, sit there, early church. Sit there, went through the motions, didn't know anything. Like, now that we're older and I'm seeing it and I've read the Bible twice, conversations about Christ, and Colby, it's not a question anymore. Not to me, meaning Jesus Christ was here. They all wrote about him. All these different continents, all the stories match from all over. He was here. People could believe what they want to believe about who he is. I know exactly who he is. How big is faith in your life right now? Because I think somebody mentioned it once, but you're not overly religious. You're not sitting there going crazy about it. But where are you at with your relationship with Christ?
Yeah, Christ is king to me. That's the only person that's a king in my life. And, I'm not overly religious and like trying to shove it down people's throats. I believe my my faith and my relationship with God is different than everybody else's relationship with God. So I grew up in a Baptist family, a Christian family, where my grandfather was the preacher and the pastor in the church, and my dad and all his brothers like went on missionary trips to Prague to promote the Bible and talk about the Bible and stuff. So, faith's been a big part of my life, my whole life. I've been praying since I was a little kid that I was able to change the tough times that we went through, and he's answered all my prayers, and I believe strongly that I know without a doubt that God is the creator of this universe.
I freaking love that, Colby. And I think right now, me and this guy go to church together when we can, because I like to bounce around for different churches. I think right now, bro, what's happening with everything, I feel it, I see it. I think we've gotten more godless, and I think because I read, I don't want to say, I don't want to misquote it. I don't think it was in Matthew somewhere where Jesus Christ is talking about the prince of darkness. Like, think about this. This is Jesus Christ saying that the guy that runs this, free will earth is the prince. Think about the title he gave him. So the prince, being the devil, bro, is out there, and it's like, I think it's getting worse and worse. And I get it, bro. People always go, well, Vinny, we've had wars. We've dropped, Hiroshima, 9/11. It's like, people always think it's going to be the end. I think now with technology and AI and everything, it's getting worse because now evil is more accessible. You feel me? You could go here online. You could go the dark web, bro. Somebody tried to show me something once. I go, bro, don't ever show me anything dark web, any of that stuff, or any of that. But like, you could feel, can't you feel it? Like, even in government and politicians, and you see that the Epstein stuff is out, and it's like, wait a minute, what is going on? And these people were protected for how long? Like, do you feel it worse now than it was 5 years ago?
Absolutely, they're still protected. Why has nobody been arrested from there? They're on camera and pictures and evidence of them, molesting little kids, and no one's been charged. Like, it just feels like the heads of government, like the top people up there, are demonic, and there's nothing we can do. They're so, established, in the swamp and in the deep state that I don't know. Can we undo that with godly things?
I mean, the only solace I have as a Christian, mind you, I pray for all of them, and I hope that they come to Christ, because, bro, hell is hot. And there's no way that you could live that life and do that to children and think that you're going to be okay. Meaning the last moment, you're going to be like, oh, this is my insurance policy. No, you have to truly come to Christ or else you're finished. I just think it's such a, and the Bible, it specifically mentions one of the worst, which is one of the moments that it says, if you harm any of these little ones or cause them to or stumble or sin, it's better for you to tie a millstone around your neck, which, bro, millstones were, what, Umberto, the size of this, tied around your neck and thrown in the deepest part of the ocean, which is, bro, think about it. God sees everything, but that's God saying, I want you out of I don't want nobody to find you. That's a bad, dude, that's an indictment of like, bro. And it's like you're saying, we're seeing it. It's like, I don't like this game that they're playing, bro, where it's like, they're using it as leverage. Because I know, bro, everybody's name's involved in the Epstein file, Trump, everybody. Because if you knew him or you went to a party, or we've seen the video, Trump's not denying that he didn't know him. But bro, it's as if everybody knew this guy at a certain, everybody. It's almost at this point, I want to see a list of people who weren't there or who didn't know this guy. Because it's like Bill Clinton and Hillary just finally agreed to go in a room with Comer and do like a, what was it called? Not deposition? Or is it a deposition? Oh yeah, they have to be deposed.
But they want to do it publicly.
They want to do it, no, well, Hillary said this, Kobe. Hillary goes, oh yeah? I want to do it on public. I want everybody's, dog, you know what that means? That's her saying, if we're going to go down, you're going to go down, he's going to go down. Bro, these are some depraved creatures, bro. They're just, Hollywood, I was going to say Hollywood. Hollywood's one thing, but Washington, bro, I just hear bad stories. I know somebody that's in there that's like, bro, you have no idea what these people are doing. Drugs, sex, orgies, underground. Bro, I saw that underground, there's an underground tunnel that goes from
one building to
one building. It's all interconnected, bro, and it's just
sick.
Now,
what?
the only way to fix this.
Well, how are they gonna fix it? How are you gonna fix it?
Like, you need to go from the ground up. That's what it is. You need to take care of your neighbors. You need to like care about what's happening in your community. You need to offer yourself, to be elected as a city council. Like, the only way is like whatever you can control that is around you. You know what I mean? Because these people slip and they start climbing and climbing and climbing. You know what I mean?
But do you think there'll ever be accountability for these people that are? Doesn't that drive you crazy, bro?
It drives me crazy because you look at a guy like Bill Gates. He's one of the heads of our food supply chain. And here's a guy who's given his wife, she's behind her back, he's slipping some anti-STD medication in her drinks. This is in the files. And so if he's willing to do that to his wife, the mother of his children, what is he willing to do in our food supply chain? What is he willing to do with when he was promoting all the vaccines? Yeah.
You
think that guy cares about your health? He don't even care about his own wife and mother of his children's health.
Wow, that's a great. If he's slipping stuff in his wife, what is he slipping into our stuff?
Exactly.
He doesn't even know me.
Exactly.
Like, have some decency, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's wild. And then they interviewed both of them 2 days ago when it hit, and the interviewer, it was a podcast, asked to Melinda, so what do you have to say about it? And there was a moment, Colby, where she stopped, and you could see it and feel it, and she's like, just sad. She's like, the girl, and look at how selfless she was in this moment. She goes, I'm happy. She's rich and she's gotten over it, technically, or whatever. I don't think she has. The girls, all those young girls that lives are ruined, they've disappeared. Young Russian girls, which is the one in that thing. Nobody's ever talking about what happened to these people. Because by the way, Colby, me and him talked about this before. Chris, if you're on this island or wherever that they had you, and you see a famous person's face, I'm talking about up here, high level ex-president stuff, you can't let that 13-year-old, that 14-year-old go back into general population, because it's only a matter of time till they're like, hey, I want money. Oh yeah, and that's the guy and that's the face.
Yeah.
Notice how you don't see these survivors, bro. It's such a messed up situation, but my heart goes out for them, because what are they gonna do? Yeah. Your life is on the line. Who was it? Virginia Giuffre? Yeah. Giuffre? Bro, she was like, hey, I'm not suicidal. She got hit by a bus. Yeah. She was all mangled, and then she kills herself. It's like suicide is like their number one.
Yeah, suicide themselves. Yeah, it's crazy. Jumping out of buildings in
it's horrible.
Manhattan.
Bro,
I think it's like a chicken or an egg thing too, because you have to believe that not everybody who goes into politics, like I think a lot of them probably go in with a good, pure heart like we do, think like we can go in there, we can fix this, we're going to be the good one. And then it's almost politics in Washington itself that almost, permeates what they're doing and turns them bad. That's like the culture, and that there's a plan for people to try to put them in these bad spots. Like, I don't know how many people went to Epstein Island thinking that they were just going on some vacation, and then they catch you in a compromising position that they put you in, and suddenly now they got a hold of you, and a good guy has now got to be bad because we're just going to say we found, Mr. X at Epstein Island. He could have thought he was there going there to do something, pure, but it sucks, man. That's what happens when you let
But mine is once he was convicted of what he was convicted of, and you post now those emails, those trips, those airplane trips of private Lolita Express. You're hanging out with I talked about today, Cole. If this dude, he's my brother, got caught doing and arrested with kids, I'm gonna pray for him. I will never associate with him ever again. Not even a hi, bro. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell him he better go to church twice on Sunday and really get right.
Yeah. I'm like, when you go to register for the first time, and it was 2008, right?
Yeah.
That's where my benefit of a doubt, runs out.
Yeah.
Once he gets arrested and charged,
it's over.
Anyone that related with him after 2008, they get no benefit of the doubt, because it was out there. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Anyone before that, I agree. You might be in a bad situation, or you might be tricked into going there. Yeah. Fine. We can see case by case. But anything after he was charged, I don't know. It's
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Bro, you hang out with a drug dealer that's been arrested for drug dealing, and you're still hanging out with him, and he has drugs on him still again, and then you're like, I didn't know. Yeah, you do. He's a freaking drug dealer. That's what it is. So, Cobb, I wanna. Immigration is the number one thing that's on every, I think it kind of, because now they're trying to do the SAVE Act, which is the Republicans are trying to say, listen, to go vote, you have to be a citizen, and we want to see your ID. Hands down, that should be normal, Colby. That should be normal.
For sure.
But the Democrats are trying to fight it because they're like, oh, poor people in the hood, they have to work, they can't get off. It's nonsense. And we know George Soros, all these billionaires are paying for all these protests. They just did the No Kings report came out, bro. Who's the Warren Buffett, all these big companies. I think Ford. They all give hundreds of millions of dollars to cause this crazy. Because if you look on paper right now, Trump has ups and downs. He talks crap. I understand that. But the border closed, tariffs, kicking ass, even though the Supreme Court wants to fight it. Murder is down 20%. It's the lowest it's ever been in this country. death, OD, heroin, fentanyl's done. Where are you at with what he's doing, what's happening, and how the media is covering it?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's doing amazing things overall. You know, our country's safe again. You know, crime is down. You know, we're respected on the world stage again. You know, he's stopping all these wars. You know, he deserves peace for, you know, he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize for keeping peace in the Middle East. You know, he's done incredible things. You know, our country is prospering and thriving again. So, you know, we're not going to agree with everybody on every little single thing they do, every little policy that they have, but overall, you know, I know the person that Trump is. He's a down-to-earth, regular person. I see him at Mar-a-Lago like almost every weekend, and you know, and I chat with him, and he's just always so lighthearted, so funny. He'll shake anybody's hand. He'll take a picture with anybody. He's just a down-to-earth, regular guy. So, you know, I love what Trump's doing. I'm his biggest fan, and you know, I'm super proud of, you know, everything he's accomplishing.
What's his demeanor, like when because we've been around him, but not like that many times, but what's his demeanor? Besides it being cool and whatever, does he look stressing? Is he chill? Does he look like he's...
Dude, he looks like he's having the best time of his life. Like he's just, you know, in a comedy skit the whole time. He's just always laughing. He's always, you know, just making jokes to everybody. He's not like talking about all these crazy issues. He's just enjoying his life and, you know, living in the moment. And, you know, when he's not in the White House, you know, passing all these bills and trying to make sure we're keeping world peace, he's just at home at Mar-a-Lago being a good family man, being a good grandfather, being a good husband. So, you know, he's just the regular dude next door.
And what you hit is so important. One thing is the crime stats and the economy and this and that, but he took America being respected personally.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like
He did.
He did. And that's so important. People don't think about it because you can't measure respect.
Yeah.
But the UN, you know, we're the biggest founders that we're paying for everybody. It's like, let's stop that. NATO, let's stop that. Because, like, you know, they get all the money and they act against the U.S. Like, that, you can't have that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And he's a businessman, and he deals in business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But here's my, and I'm being genuine. I'm my curiosity. The other side, by the way, there's horrible Republicans. Trust me, I know them.
Yeah.
And there's horrible Democrats. But this is just me outside looking in. I don't know. When people go, I'm a Republican, Democrat. Is there like a voter? You have to fill that out somewhere and say I'm just gonna vote for whatever's the best. If you're gonna say I'm gonna be safer, I'll sign that. I'll do that. But my thing is, what is the obsession? And I get it. Open border, bring in the votes, count towards the census. It gives them seat because they keep power. But because mind you, their kids aren't getting raped. Their kids aren't getting murdered in the street. Their kids aren't getting hit by drunk driver cars. And my attitude is this: I'm not America only. I'm America first. But the same token, I don't want I know I'm being. People are like, well, you can't expect. No. If you don't let people come here illegally, they're not going to do these crimes. And I know, dude, you have a mandate. He said number 2 on his list was mass deportation and get everybody that's illegally here out. And mind you, we know people that are here and are dealing with it, bro. And I know it sucks. It's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow. But if 70% have done a crime either than coming into the border, I'm sorry, bro. Sometimes to make an omelet, you got to break some eggs, and it sucks. But you're here illegally. I think so. Colby, here's my question to you. If you could give the president one piece of advice, like if you were in his ear and it was like a meeting and it's like you, Colby, and President Trump, for something that he could do different that would help him out, in your opinion, what would it be? What advice would you give him in like one of those meetings where it's just him and he's like, Colby, what would you do different with immigration or wars, or what would it be?
Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a great question, you know. You know, he's the president and the leader of the free world for a reason. So, you know, I don't feel like I could offer any advice to him that he doesn't already hear every single day from, you know, his great staff, whether it's, you know, Susie Wiles or, you know, Howard Lutnick or Steve Witkoff and all these great people on his cabinet, you know, the Marco Rubio.
He's nasty. He's my favorite.
Yeah,
bro,
he's my favorite. I love Marco.
He was my number 2 for president.
He's my second favorite.
Yeah.
You're still wait. Who's your number 1?
Miller. He's the best.
Yeah, but Miller. Well, no, I'm saying for president.
Yeah, pretty much.
Stephen Miller's. I love Stephen Miller has like that. Like I'm gonna.
That, like, truth bomb after truth bomb.
He's an OG, but he doesn't. He doesn't care.
He doesn't mess around.
I'm just happy that the bench is good. Like the
Yeah.
bench is good.
You said Susie Wiles. Have you ever met her?
Yeah, a couple times.
She's the OG, huh?
She's OG. Oh, she's so sweet.
Just on the
Such a
press
sweet
media,
lady.
she's very quiet. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Never.
She's like that in person too. She's a very
With one
quiet,
hand.
like soft-spoken woman. You know, she doesn't want any credit. I remember I was like in a big donor meeting with her at Mar-a-Lago one time, and
I love it 'cause I
Trump
do
was
that.
like, "It's because Susie Wiles. She's the one that did all this," and she's like, "No, it's not me. It's him." You know, and she doesn't ever take any credit. So
And she will lay down the law too.
she will lay down. That's a tough woman.
Something
Don't cross
I always
her.
wondered. Something I always wondered. So to me, for the athletes I've had the good fortune of being around, I think you guys and your fighters are probably the most normal dudes. Like we could sit with you, and it's like sitting with one of our boys here. Like in the eye of the hurricane, like you're right in the middle of it now. Do you ever think like, I'm on a freaking phone call list with Donald Trump? Like you could pick up the phone and get Donald Trump on the phone.
Yeah.
How many dudes in the world, like what would a young Kobe think about that? Like would you ever believe like there's gonna be a time where this poor kid who's getting bullied by my big sister is gonna be able to call the most powerful dude in the world?
The moment you picked up your dad and slammed
The
him.
craziest thing in the world, right?
Dude, it's surreal. It doesn't feel real most of the time. Like the fact that he invited me to the Oval Office and I got to hang out there. I got to go to the White House on election night. It's crazy. And then he calls me every birthday, wishes me a happy birthday. Like
right?
and then he calls me after every fight. It's just to have that access to him and get those calls from the sitting president is it's surreal, you know. But that I feel like everything happens for a reason, and you know I want to make sure that reason is I'm pressing forward and carrying out, you know, his America First agenda.
And you know a lot of super high level guys. Like obviously you've been around Dana a ton.
Yeah.
Like that's like something it seems like special about him. Like he has that personal. Like
You done?
he's calling you on your birthday. Like
Yeah.
guys like that, you almost don't think that that'd be important enough to them, but he finds time. So that's got to be like.
Bro, of
that's
all the
gotta be
people
super
that
cool,
he
right?
knows, his circle, his world,
Yeah.
I don't think they understand what the president does. I was talking with Patrick, Kobe, I as a Christian cannot be the president of the United States. Growing up, that did cross my mind, but the decisions that you have to make, that lives are going to be lost, and decisions of, is this list going to come out because we're doing business, I wouldn't be able to do it. So with all that stuff happening, for him to just call on a birthday and still know, like, that's pretty freaking gangster, bro.
Yeah, super gangster.
That's OG. And you mentioned the hurricane. I just clicked in my mind. One of the most OG things I think he ever said. The president was in an interview early in the first administration, first term, and there's an interviewer, and she was kind of, you know, pushing back. I don't know if it was a guy or a girl, but the interviewer basically goes, so how do you, with all the stuff that's happening, all the controversy, all the media, they hate you, Russia collusion, all that stuff, how do you weather the storm? Did you hear this? And he just looks at her and he goes, I am the storm. And I was, that moment, I went, yo, when you are the storm. And then I think that attitude of knowing, like, bro, I'm the guy and I can do it. Because, bro, it's not for everybody, bro. Were you at the dinner? It was me, Pat, Tom. It was at Mar-a-Lago, I believe. Kobe, it was Barron. Were you at that table?
Yeah, I was at that table, yeah.
Okay, you're at the dinner table. Bro, we're chilling and we're all hanging out. Barron's trying to tell a story. The music goes to where, bro, there's old like Jewish people there, like, it's the president. He's holding a big iPad. His face is like white, and he's playing like I Will Survive and like old music. And then everybody's looking back. What are you gonna do? You're gonna be like, hey, president, can you ain't saying nothing.
Can you lower the music?
Yeah, lower in your
welcome?
freaking castle. And bro, it was funny because Barron was saying like, bro, like my mom goes and hides in a different part of the house because it's aggressive, bro.
Good for him.
He's a New York, bro. I think at the end of the day, he's a New Yorker. She's a street guy. Again, far from perfect, bro. I don't know. Everybody's in that world, but I'm telling you right now, I think that it's crazy to say it. I think we needed that guy to kind of pull the veil, like pull the curtain back to let everybody know, like, bro, this is what they're doing. They're all stealing money. They're all corrupt. Everybody, mind you, I'm not in denial. Like the president with all the crypto, and they're all making money. Nancy Pelosi is the
Best
richest
stock trader ever.
Bro.
She's better than Warren Buffett.
She's insane, and it's like, and I get it. Their attitude is like it's not illegal. So if, you know, why shouldn't I do it?
Insider trading is not illegal?
No, not insider trading, but what they're doing.
Insider trading is a crime.
I know that, but I'm saying, how is Nancy Pelosi?
But sitting Congress people and senators trading stocks, that's not illegal.
Think about that, Colby, because they know what all the decisions that are coming down. Because they're making the laws.
Yeah.
They're making the rules. Are you cool? Are you cool with that?
No.
Oh.
I don't want to accuse them of anything, because it's liable, all right?
Nah, but I mean,
I don't know. Like, but the thing is, it takes a few people to stop doing it. They're never gonna vote it out. You know what I mean?
of course not. But it's like, bro, I just want accountability. For once, I want accountability. I just want. By the way, who's gone to jail so far? Be honest with me. What the one guy, the one gay guy, what was his name?
Santos.
Santos is the one guy that I saw that actually got locked up.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, from dude, Trump, how many people were in those photos? He was in the what's it called, the mugshot?
Yeah.
Giuliani, all those guys, all of them were not one, just Who else? Who else from the who Democrats been arrested?
I can't think of any.
Honestly.
Any prominent ones.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Give me one.
Winner?
No, but Wiener, that's a whole different. Okay, one guy, but he was doing stuff with underage girls allegedly. That's where he was at. I miss bad, bro. But I just, like I said, the future looks bright because we have, I think, people that actually care about the country and they're willing to fight for it. Because, bro, the odds are we're gonna lose the House. All this Kalshi and all these places.
And of all the, I mean, I've always said from the beginning, like the life that this guy chose over the life that he could have lived if he just chilled, man.
Seriously.
Like that speaks volumes. You know what I mean? Like the things he could be doing on his island, playing golf, beautiful wife, beautiful kids.
Oh, he's living.
He chose this chaos. So
Chaos. Yeah, no pun
Chaos.
intended. What were you gonna say, Cole?
No, I was just agreeing. It's just crazy. He has billions of dollars. He could be doing anything in the world, just having ultimate peace. But he deserves. He chooses to be in this chaos, and be in this swamp in D.C. and try and change all the corruption that's been done in D.C. So it's very it's very noble.
How were you gonna say something?
No, the thing is, I'm just thinking about this is going to be the best year for America. 2026.
Oh.
America's birthday, Trump's
80th birthday.
The UFC fight at the White House. Indy. They're going to bring the cars
Wait,
around.
where? Indy what? 500?
Yeah, around the
No
White
way.
House. Yeah.
Wait, what?
I heard around the corner.
that a fact?
I heard they're taking over like parks around the corner, and they're going to get something like 500,000
Bro,
people.
Yes.
wait, Indy, like
What?
that Formula
No,
One?
no. Because that's not American. It's European.
Oh, okay, my bad. Wow,
All right,
Indy.
No, we're talking about American cars with American drivers. They're going to drive around the White House. I wish I had the promo here, but it's slap.
Are you dead serious?
Dead serious. Eagles flying around, fast cars.
Oh, bro.
It's best.
Again, Trump just going, I want it at my house.
That's what I like.
Look out the window.
Yeah,
And,
that's what I like the most about him is his ideas, all right? Because he's doing all this, but then he gets creative.
Yeah.
Like when he did the whole Venezuela thing, all right?
Yeah.
Tremendous operation.
Yeah.
All
45 minutes, bro.
Nobody
dude,
died.
like this podcast, it happened.
Yeah.
Like they came in,
Already
they
done.
killed a couple people, grabbed them, and bounced.
And then the original guy, Chavez, before this guy, like just as a signature, he just threw a missile there. Like, the guy's already dead 20 years ago.
Oh, did you know that, Colby?
Did you know that?
So when they went to Venezuela and got Maduro, we bombed a couple of places. They blew up the place where the old guy was buried, just to be like, you know what? Let's get rid of
The
that
original
guy.
communist guy.
You want to,
yeah.
and because in those meetings, they were like, Trump has to hear everything, and he's like, just do it, just drop
Like
it,
a cherry on top.
let's just make sure that like that's going for like the gusto.
Oh, man.
All right, so I want to shift off of because we're coming to the end. I want to shift off of politics and go to like some more personal stuff. So music, Colby, when you're chilling, when you're driving up here right now, what's your go-to music? 'Cause I know you like Lil Wayne, right?
I love Lil Wayne. That's my guy.
The mixtapes of him, all that. I have all that on my iPad.
Yeah.
Be honest, what's one band that you're embarrassed to tell people that you listen to? Like, by the way, this guy listens to Creed in the office. Like, where are you at? Who's the?
I'm proud of that.
No, but you play it loud. But like, everybody's making fun of you. Just know that.
Fine.
Yeah.
You have any what's your mix? What's your music mix?
Yeah, so I grew up like on country and like classical rock and stuff, but if there was one that I'd probably be embarrassed, probably this old country band called Rascal Flats.
Oh, I know Rascal
guys
Flats.
know
Exactly. I call Jake a Rascal Flats sometimes.
Yeah.
That's so freaking funny, bro.
Yeah.
Like so.
hits Rascal Flatts.
No, of course they do. So wait, so country right now, who would you say is top two? Is Morgan Wallen's
Morgan
up there?
Wallen, and top two for me, is my preference, probably Morgan Wallen and Jason Aldean.
Jason Aldean's nasty,
He's a great
bro.
American. He's a patriot.
Oh, that guy's awesome,
Yeah,
bro.
I love what he's done with his platform to be able to speak out, and his wife Brittany is a rock star as well. Speaking out against all the people that are trying to, indoctrinate little kids.
Yep. Video game wise, what are you playing? Are you a video game guy? Because
Nah,
I know
nah.
Max
used to.
Holloway and Sugar Sean O'Malley play
Yeah.
Call of Duty. Are you not? You're not wasting any time on any video game?
Nah,
You've
I
had to
used
play with yourself at fight night, though.
Nah, I never done that.
You never fought yourself?
at fight night.
Nah.
Oh, bro, I was doing
Different.
crazy stuff.
Oh, dude.
Come on.
Yeah.
I would feel weird doing that. It'd be like, come on, bro.
I'm
You
gonna
didn't have
put-
to just see it. I'd have to see what it's like. I've been,
Yeah.
since I'm a little kid. It's like when I was trying to get in Madden. It's like,
Oh, that's so.
like
Wait,
the
did
first
you?
time you were in, one roster update and I stunk. but like you're in the game, dude. You're probably like a 90. You're not like, oh, I got to go in there and just see what this is about. How realistic is? Oh, that's
Especially because they don't pay us. So I was like, EA Sports.
Oh, what? Really?
EA Sports is super liberal, and like I hate the company as it is. It took them a long time for them to put me in the game. So when I finally got in the game, I was just like, I don't even care. Like,
I didn't know that.
I'm not getting any royalties from the game. So why would I care?
Wait,
about the
how
game?
is that? How is that even legal, bro? How is your face and your likeness and your ad? How is that?
I know it's sad, bro. That's what sucks when the UFC and MMA as a whole doesn't have a fighters union.
Wow. I mean, bro,
man.
that's how overlooked is that? Like your face and your likeness.
like
That
it?
doesn't make any sense to me, bro. Oh, then no wonder why. I'm like, oh, I'm not playing it.
Yeah, I
and then
wasn't
playing and
aware.
get knocked out in it. I'm like, not knocking my ass
There's
out.
probably some kid sitting in a basement somewhere that's
Yeah.
much better playing him than him.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be embarrassing.
Yeah, well, me and this because we played the Call of Duty. Have you ever played any of that?
Oh yeah, I love Call of Duty. In college, I played it all the time.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
I've slowed down substantially because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I mean, no, dude, it was bad, but I mean, it is kind of cool. I love kids, but this is the only time where you can get away with cussing at a 13-year-old and nothing. Like you're just like, I was like, oh, you're gonna hide behind that tank, you little. Like, one kid once, he was in Germany. He put his mom on. She's like, why are you talking to him? I'm like, you put your mom on, dude. Get the hell out of here, bro. Oh, legitimately got his mom on because I was going after. Because bro, I take it serious. Like I got all the weapons, I got all the money, I got all the ammo, and then you do some hiding, camping in the building, bro. Oh.
But you got a pretty like descriptive voice. Like I would hear your voice and know who you are.
Oh,
Like, you-
well, no, it's happened before, but then sometimes they stream side because I was streaming on, what's the streaming
Twitch.
platform?
Kick.
Twitch. Wait, is it StreamYard on
Yeah.
Twitch? And yeah, some people were like, oh, we know you. I was playing with Eric Griffin, who was Montez from Workaholics. They know who you are, bro. But I mean, bro, the money involved for streaming, if you're up there, like Dr. Disrespect, bro, made tens of, I would say, let's say $100 million, bro, because people are just sitting there. Even if you're just getting ready, you're not watching. Just listen to him in the background, and it's just making a killing, bro.
Yeah.
Killing.
The videos even watching guys play
Oh,
on YouTube
yeah.
get tens and tens of millions of views.
Yeah,
This guy's
seriously.
crushed. The guy with the
Crazy.
blue hair, what's his name? The guy's got the blue hair. He's
Ninja.
like-
Ninja.
Oh my god, that guy was everywhere for a while.
Aren't those guys just making a lot of money now too, playing the games?
Bro.
Yeah.
Tons of money.
It's unbelievable how much money. I'll look it up. I think Dr. Disrespect, he has to be at 50 to 100. Playing video games and talking crap. But I mean,
He's been canceled.
he got canceled for something, right? But no, I saw him back on. I think he
Really?
I think he got back on.
I haven't read about it.
Yeah, but no, it's what about the streamers? Cole, that's actually a good question. I want to ask. What about how do you feel about this? Like, I mean, Real World was the Real World, Road Rules, all these shows. What's the other one? Jersey Shore. We had Vinny on here for the first episode. Do you want like? I know you don't, but what do you think about all those guys that just sit in front of a
Yeah.
TV in their house, like Sneeko and who are the other? It's just
Sneeko?
how who's
Neon.
watching?
Yeah.
Yeah, Neon, bro. When I see that zero talent, why are people watching it?
I don't get it. Yeah, I don't see. I'm not drawn to it, but I guess these Gen Zers, these young kids, they have nothing else to do. They're at school, they're at home, they have nothing else to do. So that's what they want to do. They want to watch older guys, talk and hopefully learn something. But they're just teaching such bad things to the kids, and they're all just putting on an act too. It's all an act. Because I've hung out with them. I've been on a bunch of streams. Like I was employed by Twitch for like 6 months, and it was one of the best contracts I ever had.
Sick.
It was
good
amazing.
for you.
Yeah, but
following you, or you were attached to, like you were with one of these guys.
no, they were following me, so
Oh,
I was
beautiful.
streaming like 10 times a month for like 6 months.
Dude.
So it was like more money than I ever made in the UFC. It was
Wow, good for
So that's
you.
when I saw like how lucrative, that streaming could be. But like when I was getting with these collabs and doing these collabs with all these other streamers, I realized that they're all just fake and they're just putting on these personas and these acts, and like I just can't respect that. It's like none of them are real and authentic anymore. And they're not teaching the kids like
Nothing.
good, valuable stuff.
No, what do you mean clavicle? Whatever.
Clavicle.
Bro, he bone smash. They take hammers
Yeah.
and they smash their bones to get the face structure. You're 20 years old. You're on testosterone. Bro, 19, 20. Your testosterone machine is on fire.
Exactly.
Why are you doing it? And I saw a video where he's like, "Yeah, I can't have kids right now." I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah, and he's telling the kids meth is his favorite drug, and
Meth.
ketamine, and all these crazy drugs. Like, why are you telling this to your audience, bro?
And
Like,
it's bro, and you nailed it. What do you think of an 18, a 16-year-old, and they're all watching him are going,
Yeah.
hey, Dad, I'm going to take meth because I want to look ripped. And you know what's funny, bro? Because this guy, before the bone smashing, I saw a photo of him. It's not a good look. Once he has kids, whatever the girls, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, that's not. Did you know?
not your kid.
Did you hear about? There was a story in China. This guy with money married this chick. He didn't know. She looked okay. She had so much plastic surgery done. When the kids came out, they looked like aliens. And he sued her for like $250,000 and won because she was false advertising. So I mean, that's at one point gonna happen.
yeah.
Are you ever gonna make a comeback on the streaming? I used to like your streams.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, you know, if the opportunity
Would
rises.
you like to do something? Because you're a
Yeah.
media guy.
I think for me these days, I really value my peace and my quiet and just, you know, being a simple guy. You know, like I grew up in a simple town in Oregon, you know, never had cameras around me and never had to go on interviews. So I really value my privacy and my peace.
right.
You know, I don't want people, you know, seeing every little thing I'm doing in my life. You know, I want to live, you know, I want to live righteously. I want to live for God. And, you know, I want to be a good role model to the kids.
That's the main thing.
Speaking of kids, what's up with the chicks? Where do you go to meet chicks, dog? Are you at the mall? Are you at the mall?
Yeah.
I go. Listen to me.
Sucks.
I'm at the mall. Ask this dude, Colby.
Yeah.
I'm at the mall, just putting out the vibe. I'm like, I want the mothers to look. I'm in my 40s, but
Yeah.
no, where are you going to get
Yeah.
like? Then I want to ask you something about ring girls later. But where are you at? Because I know you talk about kids, bro. Like he just had a kid,
Yeah.
and I think you with your past, your history, you have God. Like where are you at? Where are you at with the dating life and where are you at looking for chicks?
Yeah, I'm in a tough spot right now. Like, it's hard to find, like, genuine, down-to-earth girls these days, you know? Like, a lot of these girls, they just want you to take care of them and you to be their sugar daddy. So that's not going to be me. I'm not going to ever use my social media to get a girl. So, like, I'm not in the DMs, like, hitting girls up, like, for these thirst traps and this and that. So I want it to be real. I don't want the girl to meet me because she knows I'm UFC and, like, I'm successful. You know, I want to meet a girl, like, who she meets me, and she meets me for Colby, the kid from Oregon, you know, the kid that wrestled his whole life and doesn't even know I'm a professional athlete. So it's tough to meet girls these days. I don't know where to go. You know, I don't really go to the mall. Like, I'm not gonna go to clubs anymore. I'm over the club scene. You know, I did that in my 20s. You know, it was fun.
Bro,
you know?
club, like, absolutely. There's no way. What?
It's invited to our church
Colby,
and malls.
You could come to the
Sundays.
you could come to
All right.
church, bro.
Yeah,
we
you're
can go to the
right.
mall. We just put out the
church
vibe.
and
That's
bro.
the way,
Mall,
yeah.
we get some ice cream. Vibe. We're gonna
Just like a
have-
couple of dudes. Just
Yeah, every Sunday. Church and mall,
Ladies,
church and mall.
Bro, that would be so awkward. Me, you, and him just sitting on the bench, all jacked, like, where the chicks at?
That's your next stream.
Vanilla
Right
ice
there.
cream.
There's your next stream.
What were you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say you almost as an athlete, it's weird because you have to be like ready for it too. Like you feel like you have to be selfish to have your career where it is because for so
You do.
long
You're right.
it was fighting. And fighting
Yeah.
and training is gonna come before anything.
Yep.
Over a girl, over
Yeah.
being able to be at a family event, right?
Yeah.
Talk about that just for a couple seconds.
That's a great point. You know, you hit the nail on the head. You know, I told a lot of girls when I was dating them in my 20s that, hey, my career's first, and it's no disrespect to you. It's just I really want to be successful. I really want to be able to take care of my family, buy my mom a house, buy my dad cars, be able to help my family out, to give them a life they never had. So that was my motivation. I had to put my career first, you know, and when I started having drama in relationships where girls were like, oh, why are you coming home 10 minutes late from the gym? I'm like, I stayed a little later, do an
Oh,
extra
God.
couple reps, you know?
Yeah.
With that, man.
So I didn't want the drama. Energy is everything to me. Like what you attract and like your energy really is going to be the center of what makes you successful in life. So, you know, it's tough. I would always put my career first, but now, you know, as I'm getting towards the end of it, you know, now I'm like starting to think like I want to have a family, you know, I want to find a good loyal woman and I want to be able to have kids, you know, and follow their journey. So
And I can see it's obviously difficult, especially if they know who you are. You do have that target because, bro, especially living in Florida and Miami, I didn't know this. Did you know this? There's a place in Miami, I don't want to name the restaurant, but you probably would know it. I'll tell you after. Sushi, it's, you know what I'm talking about? On Friday
too
nights, on Saturday nights and Friday nights, tens line up outside. They don't have reservations. They're not there with a guy. And they're just waiting for rich guys who just go, hey, you want to eat? And they bring them in. I'm dead serious. That's how they roll, and that's where we're at. But I think as a society, they've made that cool. Instagram, blah, blah, hit me up, DMs, boom, boom, boom. It's like, it's so, I can only understand. Like, bro, people know me from the podcast. Okay, I'm going to church. People know where I'm at. Girls approach me way less with the, hey, let's just go hook up. They know I'm not doing it. I've been drinking almost 3 years. They know that I'm not playing that game. So I'm a different mode. But for you, it's like, you're the target. They're like, oh, we know who he is. We know you're a fighter. We know that you got, you're doing well. it must be like you're gonna have to literally God willing, I'll pray for you that it's gonna be like a random meetup where you're just like, hey, hi, how you doing? But like, you know what I mean? Like an elevator door opens and she drops something like in a movie.
Yeah.
Hey, Clay, what's your name? And then it's over. What? What do you think?
I'm guessing middle America, big tour, finding a wife, or church. That's the best place.
Yeah.
1,000%.
People always say that, but I find it so hard to be able to approach a girl in church. I don't even want to make eye contact with girls in the church because it's such a heavenly, godly place. Like, I don't want to do something that's going to upset.
One thing is the service on Sundays, and then the community part that you do more. You go
This
on
is
Tuesday to
great
help
point.
out.
Yeah.
You help the kids on the street. You put donations together. That's when the real, like when you have human interaction.
Kobe, great point you're saying.
You have to compromise your service day on Sunday because that's what God said. He couldn't be more clear at the beginning of the book.
Yeah.
But then you have the whole week to do, community activities with the church, and that's where you meet everyone.
And that's you makes a great point because, bro, church, like I'm telling you right now, the devil is working so hard. When I'm in church, because I'm trying to focus. I have ADD, horrible. I have ADD. I have HBO. I have every whatever letter, bro. I'm focused, and you know how it is. You see a beautiful girl walk in, and in here it's like, God, look, and it's a struggle because I freaking gorgeous people coming in there. But he makes a good point because they have like church, like a Christian night where they meet up. People all meet up and they
Sunday,
go here, whatever. Or just I think it's going outside that because, bro. Yes, they're sinners. We're all freaking sinners.
Yeah.
But people that are at church are trying to be better. So when you go to those events, because I went for one for Calvary, which is like a meetup Christian single. It's like, bro, beautiful people. You know where they're at. You know what they're trying to become. I think that's a really good thing to it. But I think the randomness of life, you're putting out that vibe. You're a man of God. I'm telling you right now, at the right time, he's gonna go, boop, and it's gonna happen. You gotta be intentional.
Yeah.
You gotta be intentional, but it'll happen. So I got 2 more things that I want to do. Actually, 3 short ones. I'm a huge movie buff, so I want to know top 3 movies, and it could be anything, because I looked up. I know because you're more military, war movies and stuff like that. Top 3 favorite movies of all time. Where are you at? And I want to ask you guys too.
Yeah, top 3 off the top of my head, probably. I love war movies. My grandfather served in the Korean and Vietnam War for the Air Force, so
Oh, wow.
I've always had utmost respect for military, law enforcement, and ICE. That's what my platform is about now. Is giving respect and light to them and how they are real heroes. They're not the villains that all these Hollywood woke idiots are trying to say they are.
Yeah.
So, I would say with that being said, I would say Black Hawk Down is probably number 1.
Nice.
Number 2, maybe Denzel had some great movies. Man on Fire.
One of my favorite. I just saw it 2 days ago.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Did you cry at the end? Be honest.
I did, yeah.
By the way, at the end, when he's like, go to your mom and she's crying, I was like, and the girl that I was with was like, are you crying?
100%.
My dad never hugged me.
Little girl, so talented too.
Oh, Dakota Fanning. Oh, bro, that
cow.
if you don't, that's a great test to find out a person has a soul. If you don't cry for that, you're a demon.
Yeah, for sure.
Jake Lattef, you're a demon, bro.
I don't know.
Oh, demon. All right, so wait, Black Hawk Down. That's a Man on Fire, bro. That's in my top 5 for sure. What's your third one?
And then third one, probably, because there's a lot of truth to it. The mafia, ran rampant in America, so I would say Goodfellas.
Let's go, baby. That's my number 1.
No way.
Where you? I swear to God,
Wow.
I've watched Goodfellas. Maverick could attest to it at least 50 times. Wow. I know the whole. Funny how I'm a clown. Anthony. I know the whole. Bro, it's sad because in the military, that's all I would watch. Where you at? Top 3.
Oh my God. I mean, Big Lebowski.
Oh shoot.
Love that movie.
Go ahead. That's bold. That's a cult classic to put at number 1.
That's my
over
dude,
Godfather and all those. Like, don't let me.
No,
I'm not judging you.
You are judging me. What are you doing, Vinny? All right.
Big Lebowski.
Big Lebowski. I love the first Anchorman movie, and then Wedding Crashers.
You,
Wow.
Out of all 3
Nice.
comedies, that says a
Wedding
lot about you.
Crashers
You don't
is
need
so
that drama
classic.
in your life. Where
That's
you at?
true.
Braveheart's probably 1.
Nice.
Great movie.
I'll go Denzel 2. Training Day, sick.
Sick.
Training Day was great.
Okay.
And what's third? I don't know that I got a third right in the top of my head.
That's it.
I'm Goodfellas.
Okay.
Godfather 2.
All right. Specific.
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb
I
and
watched. I
Dumber.
used to work at a
Great
movie
movie.
theater.
Great.
I've watched that one 30 times. All right, Cole. I want to do a quick game with you. Movie quote game. You guys haven't seen this, so don't look. None of you guys look. I'm gonna name a quote of a movie. I don't know where you're at, and then I want to do one last game that's gonna take 3 to 5 minutes. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Ooh. If he dies, he dies.
Ah, great.
Don't.
Oh, if he dies, he dies. What movie is that? Oh, man, that's a fighting movie. What movie was that? Rocky?
Yes. Which number? You know?
It's the one with the Russian, right?
Yes.
Yeah. 3 or 4.
4. I'll give that one to you. Okay. All right. Where's the other game at? Okay, there it is. Okay, ready for this? Oh, this one I don't know if you're gonna get this or not. You guys are definitely not gonna know this. You have the right to kill me. You don't have the right to judge me. Ooh. I'll give you one more. Ready?
Yeah.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Do you know it?
Napalm.
Apocalypse Now. Good boy.
Wow.
All right, ready for this? Don't say nothing if you know it. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me. I hear Jake laughing. I'm not gonna lie, that smells like pure gasoline. All right, ready for this? Rule number 76. No excuses. Play like a champion.
Man,
What an
I can kinda,
idiot! Idiot!
It's Umberto's favorite. It's wedding, right?
Wedding crashers.
Wedding crashers.
Colby, I'm not gonna lie to you, you're not doing good. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. You know how to fight, you're not good with movie quotes.
Movie quotes, no.
You'll beat the shit out of me, but you're not good with it. All right, I expected the Rocky Mountains to be a little rockier than this.
Dumb and Dumber.
Okay, good boy. All right, okay, don't say nothing. To protect the sheep, you gotta catch the wolf, and it takes a wolf to catch a wolf.
Oof, I just saw that recently too.
Last one I'm gonna give you. You wanna go to jail or you wanna go home?
What was that one?
Last one. You ready for
Last
this? I know you know it. King Kong ain't got on me.
Me. Ali?
Nope.
No.
My boy.
My man. Training day.
Training
And
day.
it happens in that way. He goes, oh, I love the part. He goes, in your pockets, there's money. Hey, pay the bill. This is perfect. All right, last one. I'm going to give you 3 names. You have to marry one, hook up with one, and deport one. I want you to focus. This isn't the movie stuff, Cole. Here we go. All right, remember, marry, hook up, send them packing. I don't even care where they have to go. Even if they're American, I don't care. They got to leave.
Yeah.
Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton, Elizabeth Warren. You got to marry. I know, that's the point. So marry, hook up with, and deport. Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton, Elizabeth Warren.
Oh God. That's
Who are you
terrible.
marrying out of those 3?
Do I have to pick?
You have to. You have, like, meaning it's like there's a gun to your head and you have to do it.
Yeah.
Who are you marrying out of those 3?
I mean, probably Elizabeth Warren. She's somewhat.
She's calm and she drinks beer. Yeah, she's chill. All right, this is the one.
She's
Who
like
are you
Native
hooking
American.
up with and who are you deporting? Nancy Pelosi or Hillary Clinton?
God. I mean, oh, jeez.
Who's leaving?
Who's leaving? Pelosi for sure.
Okay, and Hillary. It's gotta probably be
Hillary's
anger.
bad too, though.
I know.
They should. Can we both go? Can we deport them both?
No,
Send them to a war zone.
That's so funny. All right, ready for this? I'll give you. So Hillary, you're gonna stay, but you're gonna destroy her. All right. Number 2, marry, hook up, and deport. Rachel Maddow, Joy Reid, Whoopi Goldberg. Oh. Who are you marrying, bro? I know this is horrible. I can't believe I even did this.
Yeah, that's so bad. Oh, Jesus.
Who are you marrying? Rachel Maddow, Joy Reid, Whoopi Goldberg.
Joy Reid or Rachel? Whoopi's for sure getting deported.
Okay. All right.
She's gotta go. She gotta go. Bring the whole View show with her.
All right. So out of Rachel Maddow, the one that has like Stephen Colbert glasses,
Yeah.
and Joy Reid. Who are you marrying and who are you hooking up with?
I can't think. What does Joy Reid look like off the top?
She's the black chick that dyed her hair like Trump, blonde.
Okay. I guess Rachel Maddow, I'd probably have to marry then.
Okay. And then Joy Reid's hooking up with.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. All right. Last one. I mean, I kind of know what this one's gonna be. AOC, Ilhan Omar, or Joy Behar from The View.
Yeah, I mean, I think after everybody saw AOC, in her congressional hearing the other day, her nipples were popping out. Everybody's popping off for her, thinking, hey, she has terrible politics, but she looks pretty good for a politician. I would say I'd probably hook up with her.
All right. So you're hooking up with her.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna marry Ilhan Omar or Joy Behar?
Probably Joy Behar. I can't stand Ilhan Omar, and especially all the fraud that's been discovered in Minnesota. I mean, she needs to be rotting in a prison cell and deported immediately.
Yeah, well, yeah, with her, especially with her
marrying her husband,
her money, her
brother
brother for papers. But then the guy that she did marry, by the way, she's anti-white guys.
Yeah,
white men are the biggest problem. She married
one.
just like with Don Lemon. Don Lemon's like, white men are the worst. Your husband, who you hook up with, is white.
You see his answer, true patriot.
What?
He got rid of the whole cast of the view. And, like, he took
Gotta
one
go.
from
That's right, the
team.
whole
Yes,
view
all right.
is gone.
They gotta go.
Player right here.
That's
Gotta go.
Wait, do I have any? I think that was it, bro. I think that's it. But Colby, thank you so much for being here, brother. Good luck with everything that you have going on, for finding a freaking wife, having kids, your career. So right now for RAF, what's the next? Because I mean, we're praying for the White House thing.
Yeah.
Are you any other fights for UFC potentially before then?
No, just because I don't want to risk an injury before then. I have to be able to show up there healthy. So I'm going to stay active in RAF in Real American Freestyle. You know, they have an event this month, February 28th in Tempe, and then I'm going to headline their next event. It's March 28th in Tampa. So they're going to do it in Hulk's backyard. You know,
Is that cool? We're gonna go.
Yeah,
we're gonna
course,
definitely go to that.
We'll get you a meeting.
You down?
That's front row.
Rocky's on the way. Forget about
Was
it.
it?
Go.
Oh wait, so wait, where's that fight? Tampa,
March 28th.
March 28th.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna.
He didn't say against who though.
So they're still trying to find an opponent.
Okay.
It was going to originally be the Armin Sarukian kid, the lightweight.
That'd be fun.
But the UFC is blocked. They don't want UFC guys competing against each other. So we're going to find someone else, maybe like a Tony Ferguson, Rashad Evans, some older like legends.
And Cole, thank you again for being on. I actually got you a gift. I think I thought military. You like military movies.
Yeah.
Your father, by the way, Air Force. I was Air Force as well. Wow. So I want to give you a Future Bright hat because guess what? You know how we roll. And
That's
how we
amazing.
Feel.
I love
That's it, bro.
Oh
Look at-
yeah, it fits
Dude, does it
perfect
fit?
too.
Oh,
Wow,
what are we
come
even
on,
talking
bro.
about,
You got
bro?
the size right. Let's go, baby.
All right, we're done.
Right.
That's it. We're leaving.
Let's go.
Bye.
Come on.